The 10 Commandments were inscribed on 2 tablets, 5 commandments on one tablet and 5 on the other. The first 5 are mitzvot to believe in God, the prohibition on having or worshiping other forms or gods, the prohibition on swearing falsely in the name of God, the mitzvah to observe the day of Shabbos, and the mitzvah to honor your father and mother. The second tablet contained the prohibitions on murder, adultery, kidnap, bearing false witness, and jealousy. Our rabbis point out that the total number of words God used in the 10 Commandments is 620. This corresponds to the total number of mitzvot given to the Jewish people, 613 biblical and 7 rabbinic. Now, if you were to look at the 2 tablets, I'm sure one of the things that would strike you right away would be the disproportionate amount of words inscribed on one versus the other. It's more than 5 to 1. The first 5 mitzvot on the first tablet take up 5 times more words than the second 5 on the second tablet. Why is this, and what lesson can we learn from this? They say that close to $700 billion was spent on advertising this year alone. Advertisements can be divided into 2 categories. One category promotes usage of a product, the ads that try to lure you to buy a product, and the other tries to end product use. It aims to influence you to refrain from using a product. For example, anti-smoking advertisements. Much research has been done into whether this latter type of ad works. There is a school of thought that says, and there is some research to back this up, that advertisements aimed at ending a certain product use not only don't help, but they actually backfire. When a smoker sees an image of a cigarette, it awakens a desire to smoke. When you plaster everywhere big words, smoking is harmful to your health, it may not help, for the will to smoke is stronger than the warning that it's unhealthy. In other words, when someone gives you a whole speech how eating the chocolate cake is bad for your health, the only thing you're thinking about is the chocolate cake, and you can't wait to have a piece. When it comes to our relationship with God, the same logic applies. Many spend a lot of time speaking of the terrible results of a specific negative behavior or habit. They give lectures, write books, and try to advertise the harm that may befall you or others due to one sin or another. Is this approach correct? Perhaps it's counterproductive. As the Rebbe once said, repeated emphasis on a philosophy of avoiding the negative lends a foothold in some measure to the negative. If a rabbi gets up and speaks about modest dress and which parts of the body cannot be exposed in public and therefore must be covered, the more detail the rabbi goes into, the more likely the listener is now going to have inappropriate images in their mind. It's just the nature of the evil inclination. So how then can and should it be done? How can we influence ourselves and others to put a stop to negative behaviors and habits? The answer may be found in the word discrepancy between the 2 tablets. Our energy, focus, and mind must be busy with positive and healthy living. The more we promote the value of a healthy diet, the more we promote the value of a healthy lifestyle, the less likely that we are going to eat or consume unhealthy products. The more we are exposed to the value of Shabbos and honoring one's parents, the more likely we are to enjoy a healthy family life. Yes, we must be told about certain prohibitions, but where does God choose to elaborate on the first 5 commandments? The second 5, all those cold do nots, God gives it to us in just a few words. Everyone agrees that gossip is no good. Instead of choosing to elaborate on its evils, I can focus my attention to loving my fellow as I love myself. This will automatically provide me with the appropriate way of speech about my fellow. We live in a day and age where people are hungry for this type of information. We all want to learn what it is to live like a happy and healthy Jew. Let's take a lesson from this. Things that are in the negative category, keep it short. When you have to reprimand someone, when you have to tell someone don't, just keep it to 1 word or to 2 words. The less the better. When it comes to complimenting someone, when it comes to speaking positively about someone, when it comes to promoting a healthier lifestyle choice to someone, there is where we must elaborate. And one more thing, always begin with the positive before the negative. I wish you a good Shabbos.